Here's what I noticed the first time I looked was the home gym packages, and these are pretty freaking sweet. Right here on the front page, they have the build your own home gym package. As you can see, they're out of stock right now, but from what I can tell, when I was looking at it earlier, they give you the option of your power rack, barbells, that kind of stuff. Check in on this one because this is probably one of the best buys you can get on the website. Let's go to the power rack section. As you can see right here, this is all of the extra accessory stuff that you can add on to any of these power racks as long as they're the right number. So the PR4000 landmine attachment goes to the PR4000. They have the PR5000 pin pipe safeties, and they have globe grips. They have literally everything you could possibly need for a power rack, and I think they're priced pretty competitively compared to other things out there. All right, so the first one on our list today is going to be the Rep PR 1100 Home Gym Power Rack. It starts out at $239, which is an awesome price for this kind of power rack. You can pick black, red, blue, and this one is metallic black, so whichever one you want to. And it looks like they have some of them in stock, so that's pretty awesome. So let's just pick this metallic black. We'll go to weight storage. These are all just things that you can add on if you want to. You don't have to get them, obviously. So if you added the weight storage, that's $150. Then you have a lat and row attachment, which attaches directly to the power rack, which is pretty amazing. So let's put that in there. A lot of people for home gyms, I recommend dips, so throwing in a dip attachment is probably a good idea. And so we added all that to the cart. It's $587. So if you don't need the dips, you don't need the weight storage, you don't need the pull downs and the row, then this thing just starting out is $249. And honestly, based on what I've seen, the amount of weight these things can hold, let's see, this one right here, weight capacity is 700 pounds. So most people out there, you're not going to be using more than 700 pounds in your lifetime unless you're a competitive powerlifter or something. So someone that's just trying to build a home gym, trying to build muscle and get stronger, this kind of rack is going to last you for a very, very long time. You're probably not going to ever have to upgrade as long as you're not going over that 700 pound weight capacity. So after the 1100 home gym power rack, they also have the 1050, which is a short home rack. So this one, from what I can tell, it's 72 inches tall, so it's a little bit shorter, and this is perfect for people that have a shorter garage, a ceiling height in their garage. So you can literally get whatever you want to for your home gym, whatever fits in your garage, whatever fits in your home, and you can add all of these extra customizable things. So it's very, very good value. A lot of stuff that you can potentially add onto it, and if you don't want to buy all the extra stuff at one time, you can just come back here later and buy specific attachments depending on which power rack you get. And then we're going to go down to the bottom racks, which are the PR4000, the PR5000. They have a half rack, and they also have this PR4100 folding wall rack. This is very similar to the Rogue one that's out there. This thing is only $479 for the 41-inch depth one, and then if you want a shorter depth one, it's $429. But as you can see, this can just automatically go on your wall in your garage gym. You can fold it out, so you have a ton of variety you can do with just this. You have the dip attachments, you have the pull-up bars just like the regular racks, and you can squat in it, you can do your pull-ups, dips, literally anything you want to, just like a regular power rack, and it goes right on the wall. You can store it flat. So for people that have small garages, but you don't have the ability for, to lift heavy weights because you don't have enough room, something like this is perfect. This is probably the best value you can get on this website if you have a smaller garage. As you can see here, it has 1-inch spacing through the bench area. So if you have a lot of different bench heights you need to work with, then this is going to give you all of those and then some. And then we're going to look at their top of the line power racks, which are the PR4000 and the PR5000. So for those that are trying to lift the most weight possible, you want a 3x3 rack because that's going to be the strongest you can get, the most durable, and it's going to offer you the best safety when you're trying to lift heavy weights and not worry about the rack failing. And something cool I just noticed is that they're adding the Rep belt squat, so they're going to have a belt squat built into this here pretty soon. But as you can see, they're constantly making new things for this rack that's going to fit onto the basic framework that you buy, and you can add attachments, you can add whatever you want to over time. So when it comes to the best value, the best bang for your buck, being able to do the most exercises for the least amount of money, Rep Fitness is the way to go. Just this right here is $661. That's a steal no matter how you look at it. A lot of racks, they're going to be a lot weaker than this, and the ones that you see on Amazon, they're like $250. They're not gonna last. They look like they're solid, but if they shake without you even doing anything, like it's not gonna last a long period of time. It might last a couple years, but eventually it's gonna break down. Something like this made with 11 gauge steel is something that you want for longevity, and so you don't have to keep buying a new rack every single year.